Alright, we got Boruto is a disgrace to Naruto in every way. By the way, I don't hate Boruto. I don't think Boruto is great. I think it's good to mid at best. Mid to good. Around there, it's not great.
Has been destroyed and
but I don't hate
criticized so
it.
much for being terrible with horrific animation.
Oh, bad animation and bad art. Horrible art.
More filler
The
than
the art is bad in Boruto. It is bad.
What even is the story? There's only one thing left.
It's just bad, bro.
Except this time,
That
we're gonna
Ikimoto
put it up
dude,
against
bro.
Naruto. Now comparing it
This is
to
a
all
clown.
Naruto would
Or he's not a
really
clown,
bad.
bro.
See,
But
Boruto
damn, his
2 was
vision
like,
just
who the
sucks. And
fuck
it's
came up with that
his
goofy-ass name?
his
Seeing
god dang illustration is trash. It's garbage.
Boruto 2 Blue Vortex just came out. We're gonna compare it to part 1 of Naruto only. Now there's a million different starts of Boruto, from
Sasuke to
to
go
the Boruto movie to the Boruto anime, so we're just gonna go with the manga, the gold standard. The manga will overpower all and every situation. It's an all-encompassing energy that overrides that of any mere anime. So basically, after some hype over dramatic dialogue, we get to the real shit. And Boruto already has his cell, and he got some technology with him. It basically just throws you into the story where Boruto starts complaining about Naruto and Himawari's birthday. Sasuke pulls up and is like, "You ungrateful fucking brat. Shut the fuck up, you entitled piece of shit."
My boy
and
Sasuke.
Boruto's like, "Oh my god,
They did my boy Sasuke bad, man.
train me." See, we all remember how Naruto Part 1 started with Naruto failing to pass the test, stealing the scroll, saving Iruka, pulling up with 1,000 clones. It took time to fully show you that this is Naruto. This is what he stands for, this is what he's good at. Whereas Boruto starts off wanting to show you as many characters from Naruto and not characterizing the new characters in any capacity. At the end of the first chapter of Naruto, you don't fully understand the world, but you at least have a pretty good understanding of Naruto himself. And also the way they get the cell together. Naruto will building up Kakashi to being the
one thing about Naruto, bro, is the art is elite, bro. And the way the art, like, subtly transforms when you read the manga, bro. Like, look at chapter 1 of Naruto. And then look at, like, chapter, like, 200 and something. Around the time they started the Tsunade arc, bro. I mean, not Tsunade, but, the search for Sasuke arc. Or Sasuke Uchiwa art. Like, the art is crazy.
With a huge stick
The
up
art
his ass
evolution
that
is
fails
crazy
everyone,
on
and then
Naruto.
Kakashi just toys with them,
Like,
but it all
Boruto
leads
is a
up to
big
message
downgrade
that's
in art.
worthwhile when he eventually passes it. Boruto took no time to do that whatsoever. You get basically no entry time with this older Konohamaru, Sarada, who's Sasuke's daughter, Mitsuki, who's Orochimaru's son, or even Boruto himself. It just feels awkward. In chapter 2, he already learned a Rasengan. Naruto didn't learn that shit until 100 chapters into the manga, and Boruto can throw it, disappear and come back. And then we also get Sasuke fighting Kinshiki. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I'm sorry. Which was pretty awesome, but that's just in chapter 2, and I understand you have a lot of carryover, but you can establish your world first and your characters, and this all leads right into the Chunin exams.
Yeah, that's what the anime did. They did all the filler that established the characters a little bit. The manga was just straight to the point.
In the land of waves, its peak. Zabuza had us all scared shitless. We were as terrified as Naruto. The whole aroma around these characters were different just because of that art, because we saw them terrified. And then Boruto's gonna use the Chunin exams to develop everyone? Like, what's the logic in that? With such an overflow of characters, you don't really care about them at that point. You don't even know Boruto yet, so you're gonna introduce all the characters at once? So what does Boruto do to mitigate this? These writers knew this, so what do these geniuses, these men at the absolute pinnacle of writing,
One of the
Shakespeare
goats.
himself couldn't think to do this. They make
Boruto is trash now.
Clones of their parents.
Oh my god, bro. Yeah. She's her own person, pretty much. This nigga is like, this nigga right here, he has the worst qualities of both of these people. And she, I feel like, has the best qualities of both of these people. This guy, this is the only relationship that makes sense in the whole series. But this guy is literally a straight clone of this guy. Like, there's no difference. But this guy is the GOAT. Like, top 5 easily. And I don't really care about Chocho. Horrible name, by the way. Bro, Rock Lee did not smash 10-10. And Metal League is a
They've
Lee
done it.
clone
They've solved
too.
writing and fiction. What else is there? Shikamaru? No. She could die. Like, come on, man. Zabuza was so cool. And the depth of world Land of Waves brought was awesome. How are you going to do this to us? When we got lines like, I'm going to kill you. And now we have to deal with Boruto cheating? Now, I'm not going to lie. We got to be honest here. Everything that happens after Momoshiki and Kinshiki
Bro, look at the art on Sasuke, bro. Like, Sasuke looks so tough.
I'm going to kill you.
Hold on.
And now we have to deal with Boruto cheating? Now, I'm not going to...
Bro, look at this art. This nigga Sasuke look like a fucking just animal, bro.
We gotta be honest here. Everything that happens after Momoshiki and Kinshiki was really sick. But it felt really sick because it felt like an extra episode of Naruto. Because when Naruto absorbs the BG bomb, you were like, that's my fucking boy right there. And when him and Sasuke link up, we are so fucking back right now, man. And then Boruto whips out a giant Rasengan and a new eye, and you're like, what more does he need, man? What other power-ups does this kid need? And then we get to the Ao Kawaki arc, and I suppose this would be compared to the tuning exams at the start. Now, the concept of Ao was really cool. It almost felt like Zabuza in terms of how ninja can go wrong, and characters like this were needed. If you're gonna use characters from Naruto, use the ones that weren't fully fleshed out. Now that I think about it, it's hilarious 1010 got no screen time here too. You had 3 series to try and get some screen time. I also like the technology integration here. Generally in Boruto, it's pretty corny when they use it. Naruto in front of a computer looks wrong, and why are they playing video games? And even in the original, it was weird, but like since there was no focus on it, you're like, it's okay, like I'm just gonna ignore it, we're just gonna go with it. But anyways, the sword fight happened, which was pretty sick, and Kanaharu being a little bitch, and then Ao really coming to kill everyone. Kashin Koji introduction, which ended up being really anticlimactic reveal. A lot of the robot android concepts started coming into play, but pairing it up against the first part of the Chunin exams and the Forest of Death, it's like, come on now. The Forest of Death was so dark and eerie. Sasuke looked like a man possessed. Naruto started receiving some really realistic development. I feel like
hell yeah, that nigga Naruto had a glow up right there in that arc, bro.
Powered up Naruto to an insane degree, but nah. They gave him some moments and honestly creative fights. He wasn't too over the top, but at this point the vibe of Boruto is just so inconsistent and off from Naruto. It seemed like they had no way to actually progress their character. Like the vibe of Boruto is so weird. It's like, you know, when a company tries to modernize for no reason, it was like, no, we were fine with it being the same thing as before, just a little bit different. But now it all just feels kind of soulless. Then we get Kawaki, and he's really the creme de la creme of this whole series, mainly because he's just different. He's clearly supposed to be like Sasuke, but he's also different than Sasuke.
Bro, he's like a way worse version than Sasuke. Kawaki is just bad. I don't like Kawaki. And I really want Boruto to like really kill this nigga. Fuck that. I need to knock my bro upside the head. Like this nigga, he took your eye, he took your life. He took your parents, he sealed them away. Like, bro, he has to kill this dude.
Strong, and the whole concept of him learning how to live, because he's actually
like, this dude don't deserve to live, bro.
Kill him, and it's interesting to see that in this world of Boruto.
I don't like this dude, bro.
When you get his crazy backstory and the fact that he was sold off, I find it hard to believe the same people that made this also somehow made Chocho. They clearly know how to make good characters, but seemingly have no desire to do it again. But his fight was sick, and his dynamic with all the characters are pretty dope because he just doesn't give a fuck. The second half will be paired up with the actual Chunin exams and the Gaara fight after in the Kage fight. Do I even need to gush about the Chunin?
Where's the anime remake at for Naruto?
Exams. That is literally one of the best arcs in anime. You don't need me to tell you why it's better than whatever section it's matched up with. But that section is Kawaki and Naruto training, as well as Delta pulling up on Naruto. I still think the Naruto Delta fight was too competitive for literally no reason. Boruto needs to learn that it's okay for Naruto to one-shot opponents, and also the whole robot thing and leveling up villains. I don't know who thought it was a good idea, but they had no confidence in the fact that fans were okay with a smaller story instead of powering up everyone. Just have Boruto and everyone go on normal missions. They don't have to be fighting fucking robots. Anyways, in case you were wondering, obviously Naruto Neji, Sasuke Gaara, Kage, Orochimaru, Gaara Sasuke, Gaara Naruto. The Chunin exams were obviously better than all that, and Naruto Delta might be better than maybe Temari Shikamaru. Keyword maybe. And if you think Naruto is better than Boruto,
it's all because Kishimoto just decided to just get away from Naruto pretty much, bro.
So why don't you leave a
this Ikimoto dude is a trash dump.
Get to the Tsunade
trash dump, shitty writer, bro.
Naruto captured Baro, all that. So this is probably the most connected part of
and
Boruto.
Illustrator.
And some people view getting Tsunade as the weakest part of Part 1 of Naruto, but I think a lot of people forget about Itachi and Guy in the beginning of the arc, and also the fact that Sasuke got told to fuck off so fast. And Naruto also learned the Rasengan here, as well as all the other stuff. But Tsunade and Naruto's relationship is actually so cool, especially when you figure out it's because her boyfriend and brother died. That is actually something really weird to call cool. My bad. But Naruto working to prove her wrong and learning in all these unconventional ways was really sick. And then Itachi's second time in the series showing off these black flames, it seemed really badass. And as you can see, this is how Naruto's adding more to its world.
Bro, I wish we would have saw Itachi more in part 1, bro. Like, I remember the first time I seen Itachi in part 1, bro. And I was like, bro, I want to see this dude way more. But then I watched all of it and he never appeared again. Or he appeared like one time. Once or twice. But in like the Akatsuki hologram appearance things.
The Chunin exams closed a lot of loops, and with this section you really learn about the Akatsuki as well as Orochimaru's
like,
motivation.
Itachi in general didn't have that much screen time, being alive at least.
Sasuke closer to the edge. And it's probably one of my favorite moments in all of Naruto when he gets stabbed by Kabuto and he pulls off the Rasengan. So many times in anime when characters pull off a move for the first time, you're like, that is so hype. But nah, man, this shit was so hype. Like, Jesus Christ, especially when he passed out after, and that's what got Tsunade out of her rut, and the three-way deadlock was so sick. But alright, on to Boruto, man. So this section is of course hype, but no one wants to see Naruto and Sasuke lose to some villain we barely know. Like, man, they didn't even stand a chance in that fight. Like, why would you write it in that way? Yes, the scenes were sick, it was cinematic, but come on, man, they literally had to run away, and I'm fine with Naruto and Sasuke not being the strongest. Truly, I am. But I also don't want them losing to some bullshit villain like Jigen. Some personality, even if its personality is having no personality, would have been better. Some more screen time. The Kawaki backstory was not enough. Not enough for him to be putting the clamps on Naruto, literally. And the Boruto section was honestly pretty cool. Sarada has its Chidori.
Naruto and Sasuke was getting fucked up, bro, by these Otsutsuki niggas, man.
Or yeah, because character development. Nah, but seriously.
Like, I hated that, bro. Like, Naruto and Sasuke did all that grinding just for these motherfuckers to come out of nowhere and steal all the shine.
But overall, it was cool.
Like, it really sucks.
Who I actually think is a really awesome addition. Seeing Boruto, if you're gonna make Boruto be overpowered, making him overpowered in this whole zombie mode is pretty cool. And then, of course, they get Naruto back after he's captured, yada yada yada. This is all wrapped up with Ishiki coming back in Baryon mode and Rin gone. Now the Ishiki thing is even worse because it's like they couldn't beat him before when he was Jigen. So now with no power-ups, how are they going to beat a stronger version of him? They do that by sacrificing Kurama. And honestly, the send-off was okay, but then Borushiki came back and took Sasuke's eye.
Which he should have been able to react to, because why not, bro? Like, come on, man.
Like, bro, Sasuke was already getting beat by everyone. How are you going to...
Like, come on, yes, like, bro. I hate that. This is the same Sasuke that came out of nowhere when they first seen him in part 2. Like, all fast and dangerous. They thought he was on drugs because he was so good to this, bro. Like, I hate this for my nigga Sasuke. He's, like, really the GOAT. But they just do him bad.
This character, I know he was using the Rinnegan as an Uber, but still. Anyways, I'm just gonna compare the rest.
And also him not utilizing his Rinnegan, man. Like,
Boruto to Sasuke retrieval.
I can't believe this cannot be the same Sasuke, bro. Who went and crashed the Kage Summit. This is the same Sasuke, bro. Come on, bro.
So when it thinks about you, you're dead. You can see everything. Why not? I'm gonna know secret motivation.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. They gotta kill Boruto, bro. They gotta Dragon Ball GT. They got a Dragon Ball GT Boruto for real, bro, because this is trash. The art's trash, the story's trash, the concept, all of it is trash. Like, I went from thinking Boruto is good to mid, to now thinking it's just bad. But I do like Two Blue Vortex, though. Two Blue Vortex, I do like that.
So let's get rid of him. And then Code, yeah, let's bring him back, and let's take those limiters off. Wait. He's still not strong enough to be Borushiki, though.
Bro, and why are these people so strong, bro? Like, it's crazy how they're so strong.
So let's put him on drugs and then have Kawaki kill him. Wait, he's back. Let's just have
Naruto way too strong,
stand
bro.
there in this battlefield. Wait, we gotta do something else. Let's have Code raise an army of 10-tailed soldiers because everyone loved it so much the first time. Hold on. This is the key piece. This is gonna be great. They're gonna love this. We're gonna switch in everyone's mind so that Kawaki's Boruto and Boruto's Kawaki. You need it again? Kawaki's Boruto and Boruto is Kawaki. Why?
Bro, this whole concept is dumb, bro. Like, you can literally show a motherfucker in this shit a picture of baby Boruto with Naruto and Hinata, and they'll still be like, no, that's just weird. That's not the truth. Like, it makes no sense, bro.
Ada. That's it.
And an
all the
android
explanation you
did
need.
this, bro.
Okay, actually,
Like,
the switch
come
body things
on,
is
bro.
really cool. Like, yeah, I may have presented that in a stupid voice, but that part of it was honestly pretty decent. But
I
the
hate
story
it,
has
bro.
no identity. We ended Naruto as this grand tale of stakes where Shikamaru is near death, Choji gets it as all, even Lee with the drunken fist,
Oh,
all
hell
building
yeah.
up to one of the
Bro.
most iconic fights in anime that drives Naruto and Sasuke apart.
Shit.
This was a true end to part 1, whereas in Boruto, stuff just happens. It was clear there was no direction at all. The focus of the series shifts all the time, and out of nowhere, Amado's character dropped off a cliff. Ada is sometimes the most important character, sometimes not. Kashin Koji, it's like, where's Waldo? And then for whatever reason, Naruto and Sasuke get beat up more than anyone. Like, Naruto's literally captured by Kawaki at the end. The whole concept of the anime was weak, and it's bizarre when the blueprint is right there. I've been reading and watching Boruto since it came out, but solely just because of how much I like Naruto and the IP as a whole. But sometimes it really feels like this should have been about Naruto's grandson and not his actual son, or a Minato prequel, because Boruto being overpowered when it took Naruto so long to become strong, like, how do you expect
Right,
us to
bro.
connect with him in any capacity? I get the whole
Right, bro. Like, in 3 years, it took him 3 years to surpass Naruto, bro. But I'm out though.